This week we're beginning the book of Deuteronomy. We begin with Parashas Devarim, and it is Moses' last will and testimony to the Jewish people as they are about to go into the new land, the promised land that they have traveled all this way to come to this point where they're going to be fortified by the messages and the words that Moses is giving them. As we know, Moses is not going into the land with them. He starts off by giving a rebuke. It's coming from a very loving leader, the shepherd of the Jewish people, is giving them rebuke, and he does it in a veiled way. He speaks about the places that they have been and the lessons that they can learn from what happened to them on their journey. One of the places that he recounts is the episode of the spies. As we know, there were spies that were sent in the first time the Jewish people were ready to enter the promised land, and they came back not with a report of strength and we can do this, but they came back with a report that created fear amongst the people. They didn't believe that God was with them, that God would help them, that they would be able to conquer the land. The spies come back with a report that says that the people who live there are giants, and there are funerals going on, and that we are small in their eyes. And they come back with such a report that the people are fearful, and they even go as far as to say God hates us. And so Moses is wanting the Jewish people to understand God does not hate us, that God is constantly loving, God is unwaveringly good, that this is our God, God who created the world, God, the same God who brought us out of Egypt, the same God who gave us, split the sea, that gave us the Torah, that bring us into the Jewish land, into the Jewish homeland, that God is with us every step of the way. God is compassionate. God sees us suffering. God is the power to intervene. God who is in relationship with the world and is steering it towards the end of days where all will be good. In the meantime, we live in a world where God is more hidden, where we see suffering all around us. And perhaps a metaphor to understand this is that we live on the back of the tapestry, the place behind the scenes where it's all frayed ends and it's knots and it's gray and it's frayed, and we don't understand how this can be a beautiful picture. We only see the back of the tapestry. We don't understand why everything has to happen the way it does. One day we are promised that we will be on the other side of the tapestry, that we will see why everything had to happen the way it did, why the picture on the other side is beautiful and it's good. And so can we live with this dichotomy, with this paradox? On the one hand, we know God is good and God is faithful and God is with us and God is compassionate and all the things that we know, and that the outside world doesn't reflect that we see suffering and we see pain. We are in a world where we say, Baruch Dayan Hames, God is the true judge, because we don't understand why everything is happening the way it is. At the end of days, everything will be Tov Umetiv. It's all good, and it all had to happen the way it did, and it's all coming from a good and loving God.